Long nights and early mornings, feeling misunderstood and lonely, constant hard work and self-doubt. This is all part of having the courage to chase your dreams and become successful. Are you going to take the risk? I have, and it's worth it. Don't be afraid to take risk and fail. These are the experiences that will help you grow and evolve into a better version of yourself. Start today, be better tomorrow.
Welcome to the Guam podcast. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in the podcast belong solely to the host and guests, and not necessarily to Junior Achievement Guam or its affiliates.
Welcome to week 6. In the studio today, we have Pinki, our executive director, and she's going to let us know what's going on in week 6. She has a couple announcements, and come on and give it to us, Pinki.
Thanks, Meg. So yes, it's week 6. I don't know where the time is going. It seems to be going so fast, but by this week, the companies should have already established a name for their company as well as what product or service they're going to be offering. So with week 6, the production team as well as the marketing team, they get to take front stage, meaning it's all on them, so to speak, because now they need to establish a budget, how much it's going to cost to produce the products that they're going to offer, or are they sourcing it? Also, some great advice that I heard from one of the companies is if you need a lot of materials to produce your product, maybe you can also solicit, maybe there's, you can check out the wholesalers, the local wholesalers, and see whether they're willing to do a collaboration or maybe partial sponsor this company's effort. And now you've driven the budget, the production budget down because some of your materials are being donated or your services are being donated. So, it's really challenging the students to think outside the box and be more resourceful now that the platform is a virtual platform. And that being said, with the virtual platform, we are going to have our first virtual trade fair. And so in lieu of giving another deadline, which is the commercial is usually due the first week of November. Instead of doing that, what we want the companies to do is focus on the pitch, because the pitch is going to be a virtual pitch, right? And so the words you choose and the solution that you're going to highlight, you got to really point out the who, why, what, where, and how, right? Why did this company come into being? Why did this group of students want to offer this particular service? And so you really have to be more creative than usual because we don't have the physical being of having the marketplace or the trade fair like we've done in the past years. So the pitch is going to be a part of the competition in lieu of the commercial. I keep wanting to call it a TV commercial. But the good news is we have 3 company sponsors this year that all have like TV channels, and we have KUM as a sponsor this year. We have Docomo and we have GTA, and they all have their own channels on TV or their own publications, or not publications but their own media groups. So we're hoping to tap into these 3 organizations, no pressure, to hopefully support us this year since we've gone virtual. So we will be sending out a separate criteria for the pitch just to help wake up and enhance those creative juices, so to speak.
Great. I think making the commercial is always kind of it's a rush. It's almost like too early sometimes in the year. So this is kind of giving the students a little bit more time. I think, just like you said, focus on the production and sales and your marketing, and you're good to go.
Collaborate, think outside the box, and don't be ashamed to ask. We had Charlie Hermosa, and he was asked to also do a presentation for one of the companies, and I love how his advice, I think, was the best advice. He said, don't be afraid to ask. So, if there's a company that you admire, or that you're creating that was an inspiration that's already in existence, ask them to collaborate, or ask them for some help or guidance. And you'd be surprised. They probably will even give some tips on sourcing or production tips, so they can produce the product even quicker, or, ask the people around you who are the experts. Never hesitate to reach out to your mentorship and to people who are already successful in that kind of a business.
So thank you, Pinki. We're off to another week. Let's go into talking with the students from the sponsoring company, KUAM. Well, welcome to JA Studio once again. Today we have the students sponsored by KUAM, and your company's name I have here, Creatability. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you guys each introduce yourself. Jonathan and Padme as co-presidents. I'll start with you, Jonathan, since you're the odd man out. So just give me your name, school, and why'd you join JA?
So my name is Jonathan Pizarro. I'm a junior at St. John's, and I joined JA because I wanted to learn and experience the struggles small businesses face, especially now more than ever since we're in the middle of a pandemic. So all the challenges are amplified, and I want to see how we adapt and ultimately succeed in this environment.
Okay. Padme?
Hi, my name is Padme Madrigal. I'm a senior at the Academy, and I joined JA because I'm planning to pursue a career in business. And I actually joined JA last year as marketing vice president. So I wanted to do it again this year and take what I learned and apply it to my new journey as co-president.
Okay, what'd you learn the most last year?
I learned the importance of teamwork and camaraderie, because if your company isn't as close as you would like it to be, then that creates a multitude of issues. And I also learned the value of hard work and good communication, because there were several miscommunications, and I just learned that it was very important.
My name is Francesca Tabayan. I'm a junior at Notre Dame High School, and I wanted to join JA because it was something I've never done before. I've never really ventured out into the business side of things, and I saw this as an opportunity to really work on my leadership and my team working skills, and I'm really looking forward to everything else to come.
Okay, great, thanks. Amanda, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Amanda Pangilinan. I'm a senior at the Academy of Our Lady. I joined JA this year because I really just wanted a new experience, and I wanted to learn and develop skills that I could use in any future business endeavors, or even in life in general, because no matter what field you get into, some kind of business experience is always really helpful.
Absolutely. And Cameron?
Hi, I'm Cameron Demogstein. I'm a junior at Notre Dame High School, and I joined JA because I think it'll be a really good experience for my future after school.
Okay, great. And I think Padme will tell you, I mean, she came back this year, and it's like, especially as juniors, you want to come back as seniors. It's a great experience. So this week, I know we have a few things on the agenda. I was just talking to, we just had Pinki tell us what was going on. So what is on your agenda? I'll start with Cameron. What do you need to get done this week?
This week, I think I need to work with my advisors to open up a bank account.
Okay. So you got a bank picked out already?
No, not yet. We still need to decide.
Okay. You really want to jump on that fast because you're going to need checks and everything else in the end. So you know what you need to get done. How about you, Amanda? What's your focus this week?
Focus this week is really just getting all of our social medias up and started so we can start pre-selling, getting in those pre-orders, and making everybody excited about our product.
Great. Okay, Francesca?
I have a lot to do this week. Yes, I am the Vice President of Production. I plan to call up a bunch of printing companies like Copy Express, Xerox to see the startup cost for how much it would cost to start up our book. And I plan to start finalizing the content of our book with the rest of the team this Saturday.
Okay. So who wants to talk about their product? What is the product?
I could take. Me and John can speak about it. I can start off. Essentially, our product is an activity book, more so a cultural keepsake for the island of Guam. It contains, we're targeting like the youth, so like teenagers, young adults more so. And we plan to include reiterations of Legends of Guam, but through a comic book style, which has been never done before. And we plan to add more stuff like Chamorro recipes and little Chamorro idioms and proverbs just to entertain our target audience.
Great. Jonathan, you have something to say?
Yeah, I could take over here. Like specifically, there's some things we hope to achieve with our product. So it's like Francesca said, it's this keepsake. It's almost a brief cultural guide, you could say. The way we're calling it Imbentibu. It's a Chamorro word. We're combining art and traditional legends, and we hope that we inspire really the youth on Guam who feel disconnected from their Chamorro roots to reinvigorate their relationships with Chamorro culture and heritage, and so they can go and share this newfound objective almost with others. And even if you're not a Chamorro youth who feels disconnected from your roots, or if you're not even from the island of Guam, this is a perfect book. It's a perfect guide as a foundation as to what Guam culture is and the Mariana Islands has to offer.
Okay. Now, what's the name of the book again?
Imbentibu.
Which means?
Really, it means invent. So it correlates to our name, Creatability.
Okay.
Because we are innovating here. We're inventing a new product by adapting cultural legends through a comic, so it's more appeasing in a sense and interesting.
Okay. Who will be doing the artwork and the comics themselves? You all?
I can answer that. Actually, we decided to recruit 3 local artists. 2 of them are, I think they're on the younger side. I think they're high school students, and one of them is actually a tattoo artist. We decided to go with this route because we wanted to allow more transparency, and we wanted to see how a specific artist would translate the legends in their own art style.
Very cool. That's really exciting. Now, do you have a price for the book? Do you guys know what you're going to be pricing this at yet?
So far, it's still up to debate, but we're hopefully not super expensive because we want people to be attracted to the course, but we don't want to steer them away with such an expensive price. But hopefully around a $10 range.
Okay. So what kind of challenges have you guys faced so far?
We have recently experienced a decrease in our amount of members. And it's a bit of a challenge because, of course, a lot of help is welcome. But I think that as long as our company is tight-knit, we'll work together and we'll do just fine.
Okay, great. Amanda, anything on your side for sales?
Well, personally, I think the biggest challenge is that all of this is really new to me. So I'm really navigating unfamiliar territory, but it's a learning process.
Okay. Cameron? Now, do you love math and finance stuff, or is this just what you kind of got into?
Oh, yes. I've always been interested in math and money. I was actually treasurer for our student council last school year.
Okay. Great. So what do you guys want to get out of this, in the end? Do you guys have what kind of sales goals do you have? Do you have a sales goal? Like how many books you want to sell?
I can briefly answer this. Sales goal, not so much. We might have a limited supply, right? Because we are going to liquidate in the end, but also just to entice people. But we are aiming for a high return. So around 600 to 800% return. That's what we're aiming for.
Okay. And you still sold all your stock already?
No, not yet.
Okay. Are you limiting your stock, or are you trying to sell all of it, or are you just trying to limit it to get a better return on the investment of the people who are actually working on it?
I think it'll be a clearer answer once we figure out how much our budget is actually going to cost. But I think limit is the best route right now.
Okay. Yeah, because, you can always sell stock to outsiders or your supporters, but, the stock that you guys own, you have a little bit more control over what actually goes in. And then all the work that's done outside, you guys are bringing it back in. So any ideas of how you're going to advertise right now? You said, Amanda, you just said you're going to really kind of just push a lot of social media?
Yes, I'm actually creating a website, and then I'm going to make an Instagram page, a Facebook page, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. So it's going to be in people's faces.
Great. What else you guys want to talk about? What do you think your biggest challenge has been besides letting people go or people like leaving, a little bit of attrition there? What's your biggest concern, or what you're looking forward to the most?
I think I'm really looking forward to how our comic book section really works out, because I think that's going to be like our biggest focal point, and I'm really excited to see people get excited over seeing Guam Legends in a comic book style.
Will you guys be ready for the first trade fair in 3 weeks? 2-3 weeks?
Yes, I'm confident that we'll be ready by then.
Okay. Good luck. Wish you guys all good luck. I'm glad you guys are all joining JA. It's going to be a great experience. And yeah, you always can use this on your resumes, entrance into college, anything like that. Everybody always looks at it very favorably. So good luck, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.